Good evening everyone, welcome to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen, and we've got Vedia back with her rose gold dust to throw all over the kitchen and show you how sparkly we can be. So we're here in the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen tonight. Vedia is actually going to be showing you how to make a unicorn horn and wafer flowers and a few other little things that she's going to add to it. So we're having a great night. I've actually asked her to slow down the pace so that you can see things nice and slowly. Whether that'll actually happen or not, I don't know. So we've had a bit of an exciting night. Maria and I didn't finish work till 5:30 tonight, 5:45, so we come home to meet Vedia, and Vedia comes and got no stuff with her. Lack of communication, so we have to run back to the warehouse, get everything, raid everything we can, but we've made it in the nick of time, and she's here. So she's here, we're all set up, we're raring to go. So give us a few shout outs, let us know you're here. If you're new to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen, let us know that you're here. Laura's going to be letting us know who's here in the kitchen, because it's lovely and warm today on this lovely August day. I'm rabbiting on with myself anyhow. Don't know what that was about, but you know when it's warm and hot. I'm really hot and clammy.
I'm really warm. My hands are.
And I just, you know, I really do appreciate you staying and watching tonight. So we had a Facebook Live yesterday with Georgie Goldbald. We had one on Thursday with Karen Davies. So on the wish list, if you're new to Sugar and Crumbs, you just pop everything that we do on the live is on our website if you want to buy them from there. If you go to our website, sugarandcrumbs.co.uk, just trot right away along the top of the page till you get to Facebook Live. Drop down, and each session when somebody has been, their products and other things that they've used is in that section. So on Thursday we had Karen Davies here with her fabulous new moulds. I did mean to tell you about them yesterday, and this one is called Sugar Shells. Well done, Maria. So Sugar Shells, it's an absolutely amazing mould, and I'm just going to put it onto the camera there. Have we got it there?
Yeah.
So this is an amazing mould. It's brand new out by Karen Davies. I absolutely love it, and she did a live on Thursday. Maria's just finished the little videos today, so she's going to release them tomorrow. But just so you can see how pretty this mould is, this is it in the white. And then Karen did luster them up and just made some cupcake toppers there, which looks really good. Amazing. I've actually taken pictures of the cakes that she's had. I've just had them, so I'll give those to Maria as well, and then we can post some of those. So this is the Sugar Shells mould, and then the other mould that she brought out is called Seaside Accessories. Oh, Maria's on it today. So Seaside Accessories, are we in Zoom there?
Yeah, just move your hands over slightly.
Yeah, so this is Seaside Accessories, an absolutely beautiful mould. You know, they're larger ones, these. So you've got a starfish, you've got your other little fishes here, shells, there's a fish there, there's your starfish, there's your seahorse. Beautiful. So when Maria releases those videos tomorrow, you'll see them come to life. Or otherwise, go back to Thursday's Facebook Live and watch Karen. But they're brand new, they're on the website. Did we put them in the wish list today? No, I will pop them in afterwards, okay? So we've got those on. I did forget to tell Maria that. And then if we come over here, we're back up here, are we? So yesterday we had the pleasure of Georgie Goldbald in the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. So you had an impromptu live there on a Sunday. Georgie lives down south and she doesn't drive, and she's up at the Renshaw Academy teaching at the moment. So she was really very, very kind and said, look, I'm happy to pop in on my way over to Renshaw. So many of you joined us yesterday, and she did some fabulous little figures. So do make sure you go back and have a look at that. So if you've missed anything, those are two lives that are really nice to look at. And then we've got Vedia here today. Now I did look up yesterday and say that we're not back until the 6th of September when we're in Hobbycraft, but I forgot that I am away. I'm away this Thursday. I'm actually going to visit John's family in Ireland, so there's no live this Thursday. Bank holiday Monday, there's no live, but we are back next Thursday. No, we're not. Sorry, we're not, because Maria's on holiday. So we're back the Monday, the 3rd of September, not the 6th of September. So we're back Monday, the 3rd of September, and then we're back as normal every Monday and Thursday from there on, okay? Other things, Vedia is here. Do go over and pop over and have a look at her page. What's your page again?
Forgetting myself. Lily Oliver Cake Boutique.
Yeah, so go and have a look. She's got some fantastic things on there, and she also does classes as well. So any of you guys who are based in Manchester, you're based in Prestwich, aren't you?
Bury is the shop end, yeah. That Prestwich, Bury end, yeah, of town.
They're on the same road.
Yeah.
You're just
north, just north of here.
and if you know where Slattery's is, you're not far away.
Not far away from
So
Slattery's.
it's a lovely area. So she does classes there as well. So do pop over, like her page. You guys who've seen her before, let's give her a love heart. I know that you're looking forward to her coming back. And she's doing something with paper flowers, which is different. So they're edible paper. So I'm actually going to buzz off now and let Vedia get on with it all. We've given her enough colour splash to throw all over the kitchen. So enjoy the session and I'll come back later. Yeah?
Thank you. Right, I've got my hands on. I'll just move these out of my way. So we are going to start off with the unicorn horn. I'm going to do that first just so we've got a chance for it to dry, and we can show you how to get that set up on. We've got a unicorn cake here. So the unicorn cake I brought today is a bit unusual because it's a black one.
Sorry. Sorry.
I
was squashing past Maria. Sorry everybody, that was my fault. I just squashed myself past Maria.
So this is a display one that we've done on a dummy cake. Okay, so if you want to ever practice your cakes, I suggest get yourself some dummies and get them covered and get really creative. So we've got the black one, so we're going to do a silver horn to match. So I've got the Saraceno modelling paste, which is really great to use. It's so easy to use. I'm going to dust. We're going to start off covering everywhere with cornflour dust before we get to the gold dust and the silver dust.
Well, I will say we've got a fantastic audience so far.
Oh,
Straight
brilliant.
away, 183 people up, so that's fantastic.
No pressure.
All 183 watching you. Be thousands by the end of the night.
So what I always do when I'm using modelling paste, I try and get the colour nearest to. So if I've got gold, I'll start off with a yellowy paste, so the lustre dust comes up easier. But we're going to start with a black and a white because we're going to create a grey colour, so that when we put the silver on, it'll really kind of bling up. So you just, are we on my hands?
Yeah.
We'll get this mixed up. Make sure we've got enough. So there's many ways to do a unicorn horn. I don't know if you guys ever have any difficulties with, but I think the unicorn horn.
Well, mine had to turn into an after 9 show when I did mine.
Yeah. Well, this is it. There's some debate out there about unicorn horns. So I thought I'll show you the way I do it. This is not exactly the correct way, but this is a way that I found the easiest. And I do make a lot of unicorn cakes, so we can we knock these unicorn horns up quite quickly now. This is just a different method, really. I think that will be easy for you to follow. So first things first, you've got to get your modelling paste and get that really nice like gum. Putting it straight into it. But I like the Saraceno because it's easy to use and it sets up.
Delicious.
Tastes delicious, yeah, and it sets up quite easily. And it doesn't go rock hard like flour paste, because obviously we're doing children's cake. They actually want to eat the horn, so it is nice for them to eat. I always, if I've got them here, where are they? I've got them somewhere. Use a bamboo skewer, which is what you use for a lot of flowers and kebabs, and they're food safe basically. So that's what we use. So there we go. We've got it nice. So we're going to always start with a ball and get your creases out. Are my hands okay?
You're alright, you're in camera, yeah.
I'm in camera. I've just got to keep checking because last time I kept moving my hands out of camera. Okay. So we want to start rolling it into a tube. Okay. Now my method of this is, you want to go and get it tapered from the middle. So we want the longest part, the sort of thinnest part in the middle. I'll just put my finger down. And we can always cut the excess off the end. So the idea is we want it thinner here and longer and thicker on the outside. and just go nice and easy with it so you can get it even. We're not doing it this thick, we're going to keep rolling. There we go. This takes practice. If any of you have done, I'm sure a lot of you have done unicorn cakes out there, and honestly the horn really does take practice.
It's funny how people do it all different ways.
Yeah.
I'm quite intrigued on how you're going to do yours.
I think this is easy because at my first unicorn horn, I have to say, was an absolute disaster.
I use sugar paste, a blob of sugar paste, and wrap around it, make it
Yeah,
flimsy.
I've seen that.
And
Yeah,
I see people use a stick.
Yeah.
But I think that doesn't give enough shape, so this is going to be quite interesting.
This is actually a twist, so we are going to twist this. I don't know if I've done that a bit thin there. Let's see. But you can just play around with it. Right, what we're going to do now. So I need my pen and I need my knife because we're going to trim the excess off as we go. Right. Might be a bit thick at the ends here, but we can trim that down. Let's see, I think that should be okay. So what I do is I paint one side like that, and we pull it over and stick it. And just let that set, and then we start twisting and get a nice twist on there. So can you see we're creating the point at the top, and create a thicker base. Yeah, the first time I made attempted to make the unicorn horn, I just twisted the sugar paste and then put cut lines in it, and it looked not good. I won't tell you what my sister called it. Well, she actually called it not what everybody else thinks, but she said it was gold, and I put glitter on it, and it looked fabulous. And then I took a photograph of it, and what you have to realise, guys, is that your photographs don't always translate what you see. And I WhatsApped her and she said, oh my God, that looks like a giant turd on top of the kids' cake. So from there I thought, oh, I better change my method. So this is the method that I use. And then once you've twisted it, you can just, you know, roll it a little bit more, get that shape. So I'm going to chop this end off, but as you can see, which angle, you've got the nice tapered effect there. Yeah?
Looks really good.
Yeah? Do you want me to kind of show it that way? So we're going to chop this bit, if I can find my little knife. What did I do with it? Carol, there it is, thank you. So you can play with it now. You can squish it back down, and it will squish when you put the not the cocktail stick, sorry, the bamboo stick. There we go. And then once it's painted, it'll look really good. So at this stage now, don't attempt to put the bamboo skewer in now, because you will just squish it and it will go all over. So you can see there, we've got a nice, quite a thick bit there for it to go into. Once it's set up, that should go through. The difficult bit is guiding it through, but once it's set up and it's a little bit harder, it is easier. Again, they do take practice. You're not going to always get it right first time.
Can you just bring it towards the centre of your board a bit for me?
Yeah, sure, there.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
just
is
so
that
everyone
okay?
can see, how thick it is from the base. Yeah, brilliant.
And then obviously when it's on your cake, well, you'll see, we'll paint it up, you can see.
That's a brilliant method. There's a couple of people saying that it's similar to how they've been shown, or, you know, it's similar. Obviously, like you say, everyone's got their own way, but it's so simple and easy, isn't it, to fold it back on itself?
Yeah, I hope people think that is easy, because it's one of the easiest methods I've seen. Like I said, there's so many different methods out there. And with this, you have got the nice twist, and it does look a bit more.
Yeah, it does.
Like a unicorn horn.
It really does.
Right, good. That's a success then. Are we happy with that, guys?
Oh yeah, we are.
Brilliant. So we're going to just let this dry off. We'll set that up, and then obviously we'll finish it off later on in the are we a programme? Are we a show? The Facebook Live?
In the live.
For the live.
The live.
So I'll just whiz this over here. There we go. Get this cleaned up. So we're focusing today on, with it being summer and it's fabulous weather, it has been fabulous weather, we're looking at a tropical style cake today. So we've used the Karen Davis mould for the Flamingo, and I'm going to show you how to do a 2D flower, which is like a giant, well it is a giant hibiscus, and this is just a tropical flower, so I'm going to show you how to use cutters. Yeah, and we're also going to use Karen Davis molds. I've previously done this. This is a display cake that I have in the shop, but we're going to use the Karen Davis molds today, and we're going to redecorate this lovely cake that Dawn Butler did the airbrushing. Now I use, I've always used Dawn Butler's airbrushes. They're absolutely fantastic. I'm going to talk a little bit about that, because what I've done with this cake, and this is the great thing about an airbrush, is that if you want to make a dummy cake for example, if you want to have a display, if you want to create something from scratch yourself, not necessarily a cake that, you know, maybe someone sent you pictures and said, oh, can you do this for me? If you want to do something artistic and your own, get yourself some dummy cakes, get them covered with sugar paste. I will start with a light colour. So this tropical cake 6 weeks ago was actually a wedding display cake. So it was marbled white and green. We've kept that gold, and this was white. And then all I've done is, the hot weather's come, I needed a new cake, I've airbrushed it. So I've airbrushed it pink, like a really bright fuchsia pink, and then we've gone the turquoise. So completely, I've not had to recover it, I've not had to strip it, I've not had to buy more sugar paste or buy more dummies, I've just resprayed it. And this cake, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to strip it back down, and we're going to respray it again. And we're going to go darker, so we're going to create like a plum, burgundy colour. We can still use the gold flower, and we're going to have a lot of gold features on there to take us into autumn. So I just wanted to talk about the airbrushing side, because I adore airbrushing. I even airbrush my buttercream cakes as well. But so always start with your lighter colour. Take your photographs, use your backdrops that Carol sells, doesn't she? The great backdrops I've seen, and they look amazing. Do your design, and then think, right, what's my next shade? And then go darker and darker, and you could potentially get 3 or 4 designs just from one dummy cake. Start light and then go darker and increase your colours. Okay, so that's just a little bit of advice on how to save time and cost cutting. So we're going to work on this cake today, and we're going to look at doing the 2D hibiscus flower and the leaves, and then we'll move on and make some paper flowers. I'm getting sticky, so can I quickly, I'm just going to quickly wash my hands again. Yeah, thank you.
So we'll just say a few hellos to everybody, a few familiar faces. So familiar faces, I always say that, familiar names. So I've got Lindsay McIver, Jackie Heaton, Kat Riley, Jane Lever, who else have we got? Kelly Higgins, Sue Simpson. Sue said it's such a good method, by the way, and Alice Bramson, I must be talking about the horn, said it looks so easy and practice will make perfect. So thank you for showing us the method. So yeah, whenever you're ready.
That's brilliant, thank you guys. Right. So we've already got the pre-coloured Saracen. I'm saying that right, aren't I? Saracen. I use it all the time, and you don't know if you're saying it right. So it's tropical themed, so let's go bright colours. We want orange. I start with orange, and then I'll add shade to it, so we'll go in with a few of the lustre dusts as well. I'm really sticky tonight. It doesn't feel hot, but
it's quite warm though.
Humid.
It is really humid outside,
humid, isn't it? Yeah, you have to bear with me. I think I said this last time, I'm the worst kind of cake decorator, because I've naturally got very hot hands. It's like, it makes my job 10 times harder. So what I wanted to show you is with flower cutters, you don't necessarily have to have the specific flower cutter for whatever flower you want. So I'm going to show you how to use. This is it FMA? FMM. Get it confused with PME.
PME.
FME. I've created my own new company there. So this is the rose cutter. We've got a couple of sizes here, and we'll show you a few little different methods of how to get a different look flower. Okay, this takes a bit of work. You have to bear with me.
For anyone who's saying that they're late or that they've missed the beginning, we won't be able to recap at the moment because there's just too much going on in the Facebook Live to keep recapping, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We'd be here all night. But if you do want to watch the full live, as soon as we're finished on the Facebook page, the tutorial will be pinned to the Facebook page, and then over the rest of the week, eventually it will be uploaded to YouTube. And of course, for anyone who's seen the YouTube channel before, you'll see the quick 1-minute videos that Maria puts together. So everything's squished into one. It's fantastic, squidged, do you like that? Squished into a 1-minute video, which is brilliant just for recapping.
Everything in as well.
It's fantastic, yeah.
Yeah, the condensed version last time.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much it gets into one.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder what we've been doing for 2 hours.
Waffling,
A minute, 1 minute, that's all this takes.
Right, so we're just going to roll this out.
Di Wheeler, I'm not sure why you can't see anything. We are still live. The feed is still on, so you might just need to come out and
206 people.
Yeah, there's quite a few of us still able to see. So you might just need to come out of the live and just rejoin us.
206 people video.
Wow.
Stop telling me that. You're putting me under pressure and telling me all these people are watching me. I'm sat here, well, stood here in the kitchen, oblivious, thinking I'm on my own.
I'm getting you back for having me on the run around this afternoon.
I'm really sorry. So we're going to cut this out, this flower. So these are great. I've got these, and the multiple uses of what you can do with these, because if you're making wire flowers, you can layer this up and you fold it round, and it's a time saver as well. But what I sometimes do with this, which is I'm going to show you now. So that in itself is a lovely flower, but we're gonna make this. We're going to make this one bigger. So I'm going to show you how I do that.
So that was a rose cutter they used, wasn't it?
That was the rose,
cutter.
yes, FMM rose
And there's
cutter.
5 sizes. Which size did you use there?
I've used the biggest one there, which was the 90 mil.
Yeah.
I just broke this.
What have you just broke?
Me and my heavy-handedness. Oh, there, that's fine.
Has your blade come out?
Yeah, the
Oh,
blade's
sorry,
just
it just
come out.
needs
Just
tightening up.
sort of bit
You
tight.
can't, I was going to say, you can't break it.
I'm sure I could, Carol.
It just probably wasn't tightened up.
Yeah. So, to create individual petals, we're going to just cut them up, and I'll show you why I want to create individual petals. That flower is great on its own, which we'll do another one, but we're going to do a hibiscus style flower, so I want the individual petals. So we're going to make this even bigger now, so we're going to get that rolled out. Am I in camera?
Yeah.
Been good this time,
I
haven't I?
can't believe it. We should let you come with no stuff again. Chaos obviously works for you.
Do you know what? It really does. My mum goes mad at me, but my whole life seems to just function on me winging it and being chaotic. But it seems to
This
really...
audience don't realise just how much you're winging it tonight.
I'm a queen winger. So, we've taken these petals now, as you can see, quite a bit larger. There we go. So you don't necessarily have to buy, like if you don't think, oh, it's not big enough, you can just cut the individual petals off, roll them out, and make them bigger.
So you're having a great audience tonight, 230 plus. But I mean,
That's good, I'm really pleased,
For an August holiday, it's
Yeah,
fantastic.
I bet a lot of people have been
Yeah.
away, haven't they?
Yeah,
I've just
it's more than when I'm on.
Yeah. Right, okie dokie. So let me think. Right, Carol, let's what have we got in your tools here? We've got a Vedia that we have, haven't we? Yeah, we have. Carol's got everything. See, that's why I relied on you too much, didn't I? I'm just like, oh, Carol's got everything. So
I just mean you to come without now.
No, I know. So we're just gonna create some veins on here, and this helps give a really nice finish to your flower, because when you dust, it really picks up these veins in here.
Oh, so Samantha Goodman said
Yeah.
she's got her 8-year-old daughter Emma hooked, so can we give her a shout out?
Oh,
So, hi, Emma.
Oh, young bakers, that's what we like. I have loads of children in my shop because we do parties as well, and we teach cupcake decorating, and you want to see some of the cupcakes these kids do. It honestly, they are absolutely amazing. So start them young.
They don't have no fear, kids, do they? They just crack on with it.
Absolutely.
Whereas we're all like, it's got to be right, and we get upset and worked up, where kids are like, they just throw it together and it's great.
Absolutely, that's just spot on. And I think that's everything about cake making. You've just got to think there's no right or wrong way. You've got to be you've got to be confident. It's an art, so you know you can interpret it how you like. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Just crack on and do it. Right, balling tool. Oh, I've got some in. I'm going and using everything else. So the balling tool, we're just gonna give this a little bit of a frill at the edge, bringing it to life.
So Sam Fulmer just said, is it better to score these by hand or can you use a mould?
Use a mould if you've got a mould as well. Again, there's no right or wrong way. But what I want to show you is, if you don't have all the equipment, you don't have a mould. I do have a mould that I use quite a lot, but you know, this is another method just to show you, because you don't have to. It's an expensive cake decorated, isn't it? So it's best to learn other methods if you don't have all the equipment.
So they like the winging it idea.
Yeah.
Because I wing it all the time. So Elaine Lawson says you've joined my club.
Good.
Winging it.
I think as a cake decorator, you have to learn to think on your feet.
That's exactly it, isn't it?
You have to learn to wing it.
When you're in a pile of mud, you've got to get out.
Absolutely.
Especially when the customer's on the way.
Exactly.
Or
You've got to be
go
confident. Yeah. And I have decorated cakes possibly up to half an hour before the customer's picking up, and I don't mind sharing that with you.
I think we all do.
I think with cake making, you always want, even now, me, I've been doing it for 7 years and I still underestimate sometimes my timings and how long things take. And I always get a bit carried away, so I want to do more, and I'm like, oh, I'll just add this and I'll just add that, and then before you know it, you've spent hours.
Just stop a moment now.
Yeah.
So, Sam Foreman said, is it better to score by hand or use a mould?
Well, that's what we'll just...
Oh,
we've answered that one, yeah.
Right, did you do the next one? Maria Wilson says she can never get the hang of the ball tool. So do you want to show them close up?
Yeah,
You take one of your vessels to the top. So you see, not there.
What, sorry?
So on your pad, so see that vessel there?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I've just zoomed in,
right,
so we should be on your
this one or this one?
The smaller one. That's
this
perfect.
one, yeah.
Just show them what they need
right,
to do.
okay.
Slowly.
First of all, if you're having, I don't know what trouble she's having with it, but sometimes one of the it can tear. So you may not have enough dust. Put a bit more corn flour on there. Yeah. Make sure your petal's flat. And the method is halfway. I don't know if you can see. And gently. It's firm pressure but gentle, if you know what I mean. So you're putting the pressure so you're getting that frilly shape. But as you're rubbing it from side to side, that's where you can tear it. That's where you've got to be a little bit more gentle. And it does depend. You need to use a modelling paste or a florist paste. It doesn't work. Sugar paste is too
Well, that
soft.
question is what paste aren't you using tonight?
Saraceno.
Saraceno.
And it smells divine and
It
tastes
tastes
divine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this product. If you were doing wire flowers, you'd use the same method, but you'd always use a florist paste, which is, I think you've got the SFP. That's absolutely brilliant, and I think Renshaw's do one as well.
We've got the squares and the and Renshaw.
Yeah.
So Maloney, I was listening, just not at that time. I was too busy reading the questions. Because I'm on the phone, I'm with the audience 30 seconds behind.
Oh, it's behind, isn't it?
So I'm not listening to Laura when she speaks because I'm reading the questions. So she can see now.
Yeah.
Live,
and then you get
I see it 30 seconds after.
Right. Okie dokie. Right, I think they're kind of done, ready. So I'm using my nifty pen. Where's my water pen? Where's it gone? Because I spend my life looking for things, don't I? I really do. It's around here somewhere. I've got that much equipment.
What are you looking for? Your pen, water pen?
Yeah, it was here
I
before.
was using, yep, I've got it, found it. So you can use edible glue or you can use water. These are quite light, so you can get away with using water. Now, when you have airbrushed a cake and you're applying water, the colour can move, I think, unless this is a different...
Yeah, so we're just recycling dummies today.
Yeah.
Because Vedia came prepared with all her cakes, we're recycling dummies. Which, to be fair, if you had your own cake shop, you would recycle dummies. You'd respray them, you'd reluster them. So that's what we're doing.
We've talked about that before as well. If people actually want to create their own designs and photograph them using the backdrops, we've talked about using go lighter shades, use your whites, your pinks, and then you can airbrush and get 3 or 4 designs out of one dummy cake.
So before you do it, Maria, Laura's just turning the camera over now.
So, right, do you want me here? Yeah? Yeah.
Hey, that Maloney's in for me tonight. She said, you're funny, but you're in the same room. I know. But I'm on my phone.
Right, so I'm going to place these on here. I'm just going to turn it round to me and then I'll whiz it back round to you. So we're going to just wet the back gently.
Are you getting good at this, Laura?
I know, we've got
So, yeah.
So can you see the
John's
frills?
not getting his job back, is he?
The frilled edges, you can just bring them forward, have a little play with them.
I was only on camera one week and got booted off.
Cat Riley said, why is Maria wearing that hoodie?
No idea.
Because she's Spanish and this is cold weather.
It's like winter.
All of us are boiling, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're all hot and she's there with a hoodie on.
So the method I'm using, I'm just pressing the middle and I'm just leaving the edges so we can get that little bit of frill on there. So the hibiscus is a 5 petal. It's just a big, lovely, gorgeous flower, and this is a flower which gives you bang for your buck, as I like to say. Which basically means you get a lot for not a lot of effort.
Do you know when you said that last time? I'd never heard
You've
of that.
not heard of it, had you? Yeah.
I obviously must have, but not realised, because after you said it, I heard loads of people say it.
See, there we
All
go,
on different
see.
things. Just never picked up of it
Yeah,
in 56
yeah.
years.
Bang for your buck. There we go.
So are you able to swizzle that round a little
Yeah.
bit so they can see?
Can you see?
No,
Are we-
really.
That's it.
yeah, yeah.
Brilliant.
So we're nearly there. We're just going to put the last petal on and then I'm going to show you how to do the stamen. This orange looks really good against the blue.
Yeah,
It's
it's
really
beautiful.
nice, doesn't it? And we are going to take it to the next level, guys. We're going to dust it. We're going to bling it. Get the gold dust out. Okay, so we'll just, you see that there now?
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
Right, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to wash my hands again just 'cause I'm
Alright.
getting really
Yeah,
sticky
carry on.
if you don't mind. Yeah.
Don't worry. So has anybody got any questions they want to ask Laura, seeing she's quicker than me?
Someone said before about where you were using the ball tool that you need a foam pad.
Oh yes,
It's
sorry,
like
absolutely,
an essential.
yeah.
It's an essential part of it, isn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely.
And
You've got
you
to
were
have a
working
foam
on a
pad.
phone pad.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Grab yourself one of those cloths that get wet, and then bring it down. You can always keep wiping your hands.
Right, which one? One of the
stripy ones.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Just wet it in anything.
Yeah, that'll be better for a lovely. That's cool as well. Leave that there. Right. So now I'm going to show you how to make the stamen. So hibiscus flower. Oh, I have to say, I've nearly bought myself a plant. They're selling them in the garden centre this year for $9.99. It's a huge plant. I'm a bit of a gardener on the side as well. That's why I like doing sugar flowers. But I think it's always good to buy loads of flowers and then recreate them on your cakes, because you can actually see what they look like. And these hibiscus flowers are just incredible. So I think they've gone now, so it might be a bit late to get them. Oh, this is what I do. I knocked over the dust doing that.
Laura Balker's missed out what you're using. She said she'd like to know if you're using sugar paste with Tylo.
You can do, absolutely. I use that a lot as well. But tonight we're actually using the Saraceno modelling paste, which is pre-coloured.
Oh wait a minute. She said if you're using sugar paste with Tylo, is it okay instead of flour paste? Of course, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But let it set. When you put your Tylo in, don't let it use it straight away, do you? Put it in a bag.
Yeah, put it in a bag and let it.
Give it a couple of hours.
Yeah. Okay.
Give it a couple of hours to firm up.
What I do, because I'm impatient, then I end up with rock hard pieces of Tylo's. I'll use it straight away, not realise how much I put in, use it, and then I'll come to it and it's rock hard. So but I'm always in a rush. I'm always last minute. So
we realise.
Yeah.
The thought of me having to drive back to Prestwich really wasn't good.
Right, so again, we're just gonna. This is similar to the horn. So we just rolled a ball, and now we're tapering. So when you taper, you just put a little bit more pressure on one end. So we'll have a look. We want it quite long. I don't remember the cake. Yeah, we want it really long actually. So just have a check. Yeah, more or less there. Yeah, a little bit more there.
Should I pull that cake forward?
Yeah, I'll bring it back here.
Yeah. Just turn around a bit.
So what we want to do with the stamen now, we want to bring it from the centre of the flower, but we want
it round a bit.
Yeah, there.
Just a tiny.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. Brilliant.
So we want to bring it in the centre of the flower, but the end we want to put that on the blue, and I'll tell you why in a minute, because we're going to add some little like nodules on the end, which is the hibiscus. That's quite the how do you say it? Sort of quite the defining sort of feature of the flower, really. Yeah. Okay. So I think my tummy's wrong.
Oh, mine's going on.
I'm trying to fit it.
Mine going.
Sorry, guys. If anybody wants to run over with a McDonald's for me, I don't mind.
Maria's just gone to heaven.
Okay. I'm supposed to be dieting, but my summer body didn't happen this year.
I've been dieting all my life. It still hasn't happened.
And then I went to Cyprus, ate lots of lovely kebabs and things. Right, there we go. Is that in the middle? Let me just check it and then I'll whiz it back round. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh, I think we'll give it a little.
Mine's is going
We
as well.
this is
It's all
catching.
sympathy.
So we'll do that. So we're going to just take it there because I want it to be on the blue so it pops a bit more. So now we're going to add like the little nodules. I don't know if you can flip back to the original one. So this kind of look here, just up, yeah, do you want to lift it?
Yeah, but can you turn it back to where it was?
Oh, sorry, camera, that's the camera.
That's the camera.
Turn it over there. Get used to having all the cameras on there. Right, there it is.
Thank you. Perfect. I don't need to see it.
I've got my hands down though. I've done that.
You have?
Brilliant. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. So basically, it's just a case of, let's get this cut in, tiny sort of little, like little nodules, which are like just little sugar paste balls, basically. My hands are really sticky. More cornflour. So how's everybody coping doing cake decorating in 20 odd degrees heat this year?
I think they're all having a nightmare.
Yeah, I know, it has been exceptional this year for the weather. Okay, so either do it in your hand or drop it on the, whichever way you find easiest. I find it a little bit easier just doing it.
Right, got a question for you.
Yeah.
So Becky Dunn says she loves our honesty, she loves these videos, she's learning lots, and can you tell her the difference between sugar paste and flour paste?
Yeah.
Or is it the same thing? Also, what is Tylo, please?
Right, okay, so a lot, this is a good question actually, because people do get confused. Plus the fact the Americans call it completely different things, which always throws us off and into the mix. So sugar paste is what we cover our cakes with, and the Americans call that fondant, don't they? Yeah, fondant. And that's your basic sugar paste. Now, Tylo's powder is a powder. Do you have any in it here that I can show them on camera or anything? Or so that's a product that helps create modelling paste, or gum paste as the Americans call that. And what that does is sets it up so it's a little bit harder, makes your sugar paste firmer. So that's this powder here. So you can add a teaspoon of this, I think it's a teaspoon or whatever, I'm not quite sure the measurements, to 250 grams of sugar paste. And that will harden up and turn it into modelling paste. Or you can just buy the modelling paste, which is the Saraceno. Oh, there's no label on it, but that's the Saraceno. It comes in a tub. It smells just gorgeous.
Sorry, can you just pop that back? I wasn't quick enough
I
then
don't
with the
think
camera.
there's not a label on that though.
No,
is
there
there?
isn't a label on it, sorry.
Yeah.
But it is Saraceno.
Oh, we've got some more there, yeah.
They sent it to us,
in the
but
pot,
they
yeah.
didn't put some labels on some of them.
And we've got,
so they know the brand.
yeah. Let's show we've got some pre-coloured ones as well. So this is, it smells really nice and it tastes really nice. Sometimes the Tylos, yeah, the Tylos added to the sugar paste I don't think it always tastes so good. So if you are going to eat it, so if you are doing the unicorn horn and you know there's going to be a child who's actually, you know, going to want to eat that, then I'd go with something like that. And it's just really nice and easy to use.
I think the nice thing about the Saraceno is that you can remodel it. It doesn't go rock hard. It goes firm enough to hold. But then if you've made any mistakes or you want to remodel it or nudge it the next day, you can do.
Yeah.
You can rework it. Whereas once you've added your Tylo and everything and it's set, it's set.
And that's what I was saying I've done, because I won't get my measurements completely right. I'll use it and then I'll go back to use it a week later. It's probably too hard. It's rock hard. So yeah, the modelling paste is a better option really. So we're just gonna have enough of these, yeah, I think so. We'll put these on. So just carefully, because we're gonna try not to. We don't want to wet this the colour on here now, because it will fade the colour basically, because it's got the
just
brushing.
Let me answer a question. So because we sell 3 sizes of Tylo, we sell the 50 grams, the 85 and the 120 grams.
Okay, what size
and
was
that one there is one I picked up from Australia. We don't sell that one.
Oh right, okay, what's that? I was going to say, which gram was that?
To be fair, I was in Australia and I picked that one up when I needed it. So we sell the Renshaw here. Yeah. But that one is from a firm in Australia that I bought. I just brought it home with me.
Right. I love this pen as well, by the way. This makes things so easy, because what I've done in the past, which this prevents you, don't make my mistakes, you'll find if you dip your paintbrush in water, and if it's got too much water, it can flick on your cake and then change the colour of your cake. So these are
Those water pens are brilliant.
Yeah, a good option, definitely, to keep everything.
And they're also good if you want to fill them with rejuvenator as well.
Ah, yeah.
So if you're just dabbing and painting, if you just want to do little bits.
Yeah.
Obviously, you could squirt some in your mouth at the same time. Top of drink.
Vodka in it.
That's what I mean.
So we gently
vodka, gin, Bacardi. It all works.
Just adding these little nodules on here, and that's what gives the hibiscus flower like its look.
Yeah. Can I just turn it around a bit? So
Yeah, that
see?
way.
Yeah.
If I can see.
Sue Clark, so it's a water brush pen.
Yeah.
So it's just a pen that's empty at the top. It screws off, and then you can just fill it up.
And you can fill it up with either water or rejuvenator, gin, vodka, Bacardi, whatever you want for whatever you want to use it for. But mainly people use it for water, for just sticking on their little bits and bobs.
Okay. Let me just see if I've got that. Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know why we answer the questions, because the group is so good. We answer them for you.
Yeah,
That's
just
the one
other
thing I do
people
like
answering.
Yeah, the one thing I do like about our lives, you know, everybody's paying attention and they do help out everybody and they answer the question.
That's really good. Yeah. So
that's really very pretty.
Yeah, do you like that?
Yeah.
You see, so that's the hibiscus. So I'm going to do the next flower now, which is, I don't know, it's just a fantasy tropical flower. You can call it what you want. So that's sorry, we're going to grab
really
some yellow.
Effective that on there, isn't
Yeah,
it?
the blue really pops the colour, and this is it. It's at this time of year you want to go as you know, bright as you can, really, don't you? It's got a bit of cornflower in there, but it'll be fine.
So let me just tell you, if you buy Saraceno, it's actually very hard when you buy it. So you do need to break some off with a knife, or as Vedia managed to do, break it off with her own. You do need to slice it and then start moulding it together. In the big pots, I tend to shave off slices. If you just
we've shaved off pieces like that with a
and
knife.
then start working it, because there's no way you're going to mould that 1 kilo.
No. I like the tub though with that, because I find if I've got packets, and even if I try and wrap it in cellophane, you'll sometimes get that crusty edge, don't you? Whereas with that, you don't. It's brilliant, Right, so I'm gonna take this down again, because I don't want to. That's a bit too much for what I need. Sorry, I'm gonna put that over there. So let's. So we can use the next size down. So that was the 90.
So you've got a 75, a 60 and a 50.
So we're going to go the 75 now, so that's smaller. And remember, that was the 90, but we cut the petals off and we expanded it, made them bigger. So this is going to be just a nice size next to that. That sound, it's like chewing gum, isn't it? Bubble gum.
I just love the smell of Saraceno.
It is really nice. It is a pleasure to work with, because sometimes the Tylos with the sugar paste can be a bit sort of chemical-y. Here we go. Flower. Rolling pin. Here's the rolling pin.
So Maxine Lockwood, you're asking how long does the sugar paste last? Well, it has a best before date, but providing you keep it in an airtight container, it lasts for ages. I mean, you know, we're using stuff here that I've used on demos. I did a couple of saucer set, did some of this. The afternoon tea. So this has been in a tub for several months, this, and it's still going strong.
Yeah. So we're just gonna roll it out about that thick. It doesn't matter really whatever thickness, but you want to roll this out quite thin. Now that again is pretty in itself, but we're going to do some smaller ones of this shape, but I'm going to separate the leaves again at the petals so we can overlap it and give it a bit more of a 3D look. What are you giggling at? What have I done now?
I just got to laugh at Kaz Gibson because she said it before 9 o'clock. I mean, you're too early,
No,
Kaz.
you've got 5 minutes yet.
She said she's got the rudest mind on the planet from a certain angle of that statement. We were all thinking it, we're just not saying it. We're not till after 9.
Do you know what? I have done. I've done more of a curve on my other one, haven't I? Yes. Well. But after 9 o'clock, we'll have a big discussion about
I'm
it.
just glad it wasn't black or skin tone.
Yeah, we should have done more of a curve on that, but we'll sort that out. You naughty-minded ladies.
That's it now. You're going to open the floodgates for the comments.
No.
That's it.
Well, between that and the unicorn horn, we've got a lot to discuss.
Yeah, Annette says, hold on, it's not 9 yet. A few more minutes to go. I think the whole of the Sugar and Crumbs audience has got a rude mind. Yeah, Julie Crompton was thinking it too.
Oh.
Yeah, they all are.
Right, well, we'll reshape it, shall we?
Too late now, you've done it. Oh, well, I'm glad to know that we're all a filthy lot then.
Well, yeah, we're all together there on that one. So we're going to go in with the balling tool again. I'm going to just put a little bit of corn flour on the edge because this is getting a little bit sticky. I'm not going to frill this one as much because this is a different style of flower, so we're just going to thin that out. We'll put a few lines in there, I think, again. Like I say, this just really picks up the dust. So with this one, the other one I kind of went a little bit more, you know, like quite a few on there and towards the edge. Whereas this one, we are going to keep it shorter lines and towards the centre. And this one a little bit more defined. If you've got any, when you've cut it, if you've got any little sort of scraggy edges, as I call them, just give them a tap. Get rid of them, make them a bit more neater. Go. Can everybody see the colour of my hands, how green they are? That's from dust before. Make sure you keep your nails short as well when you're doing stuff like this. My thumbnails for some reason really grow fast, and then you don't want fingernail prints in your sugar paste. I got to wear nail polish on holiday for 2 weeks. I felt so ladylike. My nails grew really long. I came back and had to chop them all down. There we go. Bring the cake back in. This is some...
Julia Platt says, it needs to be seen by a doctor with those noodles.
Not yours. Noodles. Not yours. Not yours. Yeah. Right, I'm going to just turn it towards me while I get the petal shape, and then I'll whiz it back round so you can see it. Try. I always do 2 together and then 1 at the bottom, and then use the other 2 petals to fill the other sides, just to give you a guide. That's actually cute as it is.
It is, it looks a bit like a pansy, you know.
Yeah. Well, flowers
colours.
are, and the petals when you're doing the roses are in odd numbers, the 3, 5s. So you could use that, put a little purple centre on that and dust it, and it look like a pansy. So with the airbrushing, if you do start off with a dark colour, you can see how your colours really pop. This just would not look the same if it was on a white cake,
no.
You know, would it? The blue is really popping it, and on there I used like a fuchsia pink to pop the colours, but this blue is really nice, really effective. Okay, so again, just leave the edges, pull them out a little bit. I'm going to just push it towards me. There we go. Now don't worry about the middle, because the middle we're going to cover this again. Now we're going to do just a little piece of, what colour shall we use? What do we think? Let's get another colour. Let's see what we've got. I want to put purple on it now. You said that.
No, I said pansies. Yeah.
Dust it.
So Portia said, because it worked with red sugar paste as a base. I'm not sure she means the base of the cake, but you could use any sort of colour combination you want, really, can't you? It's just it's your interpretation of it, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. If you've got a red base, then whatever. I think it's always handy as well, and you can just download it off the internet. Get a colour wheel, and I think it's the opposite colours on the colour wheel, you know, to help you with your colours. To learn what kind of pops off the different colours.
If you mix these two, you will have purple.
Yeah, might what? Oh right, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll use this one, and then I'm gonna dust it anyway. I'm gonna go wild with the dust.
You know, I have to say though, Vedia, that hibiscus is a beautiful flower. You get so many roses done on here. It's nice to see you can use the rose cutter for something else.
This is it. It's about having. You don't have to buy the tools for absolutely everything. It's about using what you've got and creating something a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah. Right, I'm glad you like that. Okay. So you can put a little bit of texture. Sorry, I've got a scratchy nose. I'll go and wash my hands in a minute. We'll put some, just to give that a little bit of texture. The more texture you put on when you put the dust on, it'll highlight it and bring it up. There we go. Right, so I'm going to go and wash my hands, and then we'll come back and we'll do some leaves, and then when we've done the leaves we'll do some dusting.
Kaz Gibson says, I don't normally watch the flower demos, but this one is fun. For all the wrong reasons.
Oh, what are we like? I've got my water. A quick sip of water. I know, yeah, you should just pull up in front of your laptop, grab a glass of wine. Girls' night in.
Yeah.
We do the cupcake, the adult cupcake decorating, well, for like hen do's and stuff like that in the evening. And yes, ladies can get very creative when they've had a glass of wine and they've got some sugar paste in their hands. Right, we're gonna, so this is the Karen Davis mould, and this is is it called
Tropical Leaves,
Tropical Leaves, yeah? This is amazing. So this is the first time I'm actually using this myself. The ones I've created on there I just did by hand, but these are so with this it's already veined, isn't it? So it's gonna look, let's have a play with this now. Alright, so we've got a green already done. This is hard, actually. I'm going to have to cut this. I've got that knife. Let me just go and cut a bit of this off here, sorry. So So again, it doesn't, you can start with your basic colours. So this is quite a light green. Start with a light green and then you can do different leaves and then shade them and use.
Doing that one.
Yeah, please, thank you. There's a name for this leaf and I don't know what it is. Somebody mentioned it the other day and I can't remember the name for it. I'll have to Google it. This style of leaf has got it. Yeah.
They're sad because you've got no big stamen for that one. Lisa Clark is.
Oh. We'll have to do an after hours session, won't we?
So just to answer your question, if you place a click and collect, you can come and collect it any time between 7 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon. Mondays to Fridays, Laura.
But if she's only just done it now, it won't be ready at 7 tomorrow.
No.
Give it a chance.
Yeah. But you can walk in at 7, and then we'd go and get it.
Oh yeah, yeah, we've done that before.
Right, so with the mould, when I was rolling it out before, I didn't work it as much, but with the mould, you need to work it a lot more because you want to manipulate it in, and then the excess you want to cut that away, so it needs to be softer.
This isn't charging.
Yeah.
It's not charging.
You carry on, I'll sort it out.
So when you're using your mould, you can either use a bit of corn dust, but sometimes you'll get that on the colour, or you can use some petal base. And just rub that into the mould.
Yeah, don't worry. Sorry, we just had a camera die on us. The chat, but it's fine.
Is it the hand, my hand one? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all right.
We like the hand
I
one,
see it, yeah.
Likes to keep us on our toes, the sister.
Yeah, equipment.
You're helping mould it for her.
Just let me get two going at once.
I've never put Saraceno in the mould before. Do you want a bit of Karen Davies to soften it up? Paige?
Yeah,
Right,
please.
so Karen Davies stuff is, I bet it's in your pad, is it in your tub there?
No, it's in that one that's in there.
Is it in there? Just one
There's
second,
another
I'll
one
grab
of
this.
these.
Is the packet open?
Yeah.
You grab it, each one. So if you see there's a half packet open. So we're just grabbing some Karen Davies to help soften this up a bit. I haven't even used the Saraceno for making models with and stuff. I didn't even know you could roll it out that thin to make the flowers, which is fantastic, isn't it?
Mix. Well, we can mix the colour. Actually, that's come out already. These are such good moulds, though. You can
Oh,
just
they're
press them
beautiful
on,
molds,
yeah,
aren't they?
and they come out.
You can't go
Roll
wrong with
them
them.
up a little bit.
I'm going to start, if that's that marshmallow, I'm going to start eating it in a minute.
Is it?
I have to hide it. Have you ever tasted it?
No, I've not actually.
You don't
I'll
want
have a little bit.
It's
No, I
just
don't
too
want to
good.
get it. I'm already
It's
a
just
sugar
too
addict.
addictive.
Okay.
The Karen's moulds are so easy to use though. They just, like you did before, they just lift straight out. You don't need anything in them. Fantastic.
That's lifting, which it is doing on me. Just cauliflower your hands up a little bit. But that's it. These moulds are so good. It can just lift off. But like if you use other moulds, they're they just get stuck in and they're a bit of a nightmare. Whereas this, so if it's actually sticking to your hands and coming off the mould, just put a little bit of corn flour on there and manipulate that round.
you hear the microwave ping, I'm just putting my coffee in. Sorry. It's to settle my nerves after running around with you before.
Just pull that into there. Right. So we're just pushing that round to get the little holes in the leaf. Just gonna cut away that little ridge there. Just be careful you don't actually put that on your mould though. And smooth that down. There we go. So use that out. And there we go.
Perfect.
That's how that is.
So Julie Shelley said, can you not soften it in the microwave? And in fairness, you can. I
Yes.
soften the Saraceno in all the time, just 10-second blasts.
So if like we've got a little bit of a ridge there, just take your knife and just cut that away, just that little bit there. There we go. I'm going to leave that on there for now and we'll do another one. I want to do this one actually, this looks fab.
That looks good.
So with the longer one, let's get that, we'll roll it so it's like more of a tube going up so we can get the length of it.
So just to let you know, you're 10 minutes over your hour if you're going to do a paper flower.
Right, okay. Well, we'll have time. The paper flowers don't take long, do they? Cauliflower. Do a rolling pin on this one. I've just got to work this one a little bit more because it's got all these ridges. Oh, like spikes, aren't they? Spiky. Is it a fern?
Yeah,
Some kind of
it's a
fern,
one,
isn't
that
it?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the other one that we've just done, so sorry if we
Yeah.
asked the question of what it was,
What's it called?
and then I got distracted with the cameras. So I've got a few people saying it's a Swiss cheese plant, aka a monstera.
Monstera. That's
There
the
you
name. Yeah, Monstera. Oh, what was it? A Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese.
Oh, because of the holes in it, right? Yeah, Monstera.
I think I remember being
Just
younger.
like a cheese plant,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
hearing it referred to as a cheese. Is that a different plant or is it?
It reminds me of those big plants I've got outside in the garden there. That big
Yeah.
elephant plant I call it. Elephant's ears I call it.
Ah, right.
But I was told by the gardener it's not the right name. I've been calling them elephant's ears all these, for all my life. I've been calling them elephant's ears and they're not called
They're
that.
not elephant ears.
But they're right outside the door though.
Are there? Right. That's another way of doing it. Press it in and pull it apart. There we go. Right, this is ready. Smooth that down. Just pops out. These are absolutely brilliant, aren't they? These
Yeah,
nails?
that's fantastic, Karen's.
Yeah. Because that can be really stressful.
Yeah, trying to get everything out.
and you pull it and it's sticking
It sticks in, and you
Oh.
lose half of it in the mould.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
you've got to put it in the freezer.
No,
and then
no.
it comes out and then it's wet and no, forget it.
No,
There we
nothing
go.
like that at all
Yeah.
with Karen's moulds.
No. So we've got some little edges there, but it doesn't matter. Just go in with your surgeon's scalpel and just cut some away. This is quite an intricate
Yeah.
leaf, this though. So.
Is that door open there?
Slightly. Do you
I
want it?
thought, no, sorry, I thought I could hear the traffic.
Sorry, Julie, I'm not sure what you're asking the price of. You said how much does it cost, please? I I think we missed that question, so
I
I'm
think
not.
it might be the mould.
Was it the mould?
I don't actually know for that one. It's about £16, I think. I know I sold them cheaper than everybody else.
I shall check.
There we go. We'll do another one of them.
They look so good, don't they? Don't they look nice in the two different colours of green?
Fab out there. And when we dust them again, it's going to, just
Yeah.
elevate it again. I think we'll do this little one here actually, because we can put that around this flower. I'm not sure what that one is. It's like a...
Did we put these two moulds on the wish list, Maria?
Yeah. Okay, that's good. So we'll put that near this, going round there, I think. Do 3.
So the tropical leaves mould is £16.
Yeah, I think it should be £16.99, and I sold it for £16. Is it £15.99? Is it?
No, we'll bang on 16 on that.
Right.
RRP 16.50.
Right.
So that's that one. I don't think we've used any of the mould yet, have we? No.
The other one, do you want me to put that on?
No, it's all right.
Yeah.
I think that's what was being referred to. If I'm wrong, sorry.
Okay. So what's it? Montserrat.
Monstera.
Montserrat. Is that a place?
Monstera, I think it is, yeah.
Monstera. I have to remember that. Monstera. Yeah, I like that. Push that in. Put the lid there.
Yeah, you did, Maria.
Sticking.
Yeah, you put the leaves in, but not the tropical birds. That was the one you went and picked. I'll put it in.
So push that with a ball tool right in there. There we go. It's done.
It looks so beautiful, that though. The colours just look so
Mm.
good,
Fab,
don't they?
aren't they?
Look how lovely that is.
Yeah, and because I've not quite blended it perfectly, you can see like the
Yeah, it's almost like a
Little bit.
marbly.
Yeah. really nice, which is very realistic, isn't it?
Mm.
Okay, so let's have a look where we're going to put these leaves. So we'll put them just around. So we'll go for the big fern. And I'm going to have to look at it, ladies, if you don't mind, so I can judge where we're going with it. We don't want any more misjudged bendy long things on the cake. No, I think this side a little bit bending over. Yeah, okay. So this, with the modelling paste as well, this is already holding its shape, so you wouldn't be able to do that with sugar paste, you know, put it to the cake and view it, whereas now I can bend it, manipulate it and see where it's going to sit without it sort of flopping all over and getting sticky. We'll start with the top edge and just bring that round there like that. There we go, guys. So we've got that just going over.
Right, Elaine Lawton, question for you. I'm looking for one of those tools that has the thin needle on the end.
Oh, scriber.
A scriber?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't live without them.
What
They're
is it?
it's the PME. I would have thought.
Do you know what? I've got
It's
them.
just
I don't
like a
think I put
needle.
them on the bedside
Yeah,
to
they're
see.
absolutely brilliant. If you don't have one, you can use a needle, but you use them for a lot. I bet you will have them.
You normally get them in your modelling tool set, don't you?
Yeah, in the set, yeah. Okay. So I think we're gonna do.
Yeah. Are you using that scalpel on my green board? You?
No, I don't think I have. No, I think I've been good.
You've
Did
just
you? I
been
didn't.
done. You've just been
Just
dubbed
trying to
in.
mull in tonight, ain't you? Because I
Okay.
made a run around.
You've been dubbed in.
Okay, so with this petal here, so that's not quite set there, but we can still lift it and manipulate it. So we want to take the leaf slightly underneath, so it's coming out from the back of the petal.
Elaine, I do know what it is. Message me tomorrow and I'll sort it out for you because I have got them in stock. I've just not put them on the website.
Got that there, but we're not going to just have that one there. It looks like a tongue sticking out. So we'll put another one here and another one there.
Well, we get that flower done at 9:21.
I'll cut that down slightly as well. So we'll cut that down.
I'm looking for that tool now.
I think I'm going to cut this one down actually. It's a bit long, isn't it? Oh, it's actually, when you cut it, it's doubled up as more little leaves. I'll turn that round so I don't get that. I've got that on the board now. When you're working on an airbrush cake though, just be really careful because the colour does transfer once you wet it.
What's going on with our bellies today?
That is the rumble.
Yeah. Not find it, anything.
Perhaps just a link on, I don't know if it's...
I have them here.
There we go. See that?
Right, do you want to turn it around so they can see?
Yeah.
If they can't see what you're
Yeah,
doing.
there we go.
Fantastic.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we'll put these ones on
You
there.
can try and put them on so they can see.
Yeah.
It's very hard, isn't it, when you're trying to do it?
I'm
When
just
you're
trying
to do
to.
it at a funny
Yeah, just
angle.
because it's not sure where we're going with it yet, but where they're going to go. But I think that'd be nice. So when you pop it on, obviously I'm not going to the edges. You don't want it flat on. You still want that. It's
you
a
want it
2D
to curl
effect.
off a
But
bit, don't you?
yeah, you want it to curl off. Give it that little bit more realistic look. I think maybe the other one there. Yeah, can you see
Yeah.
from that side? Yeah. How are we looking, ladies?
Good.
Yeah? Okay.
It's looking fantastic.
Brilliant.
Well
So,
done. What do
we
we
do-
think, guys? We still haven't got a paper flower yet.
we
but
will
we've got
get a paper flower, I promise you we'll get a paper flower, but we'll do the
So we have
flamingo.
got some fantastic fantasy flowers. And we're going to do the flamingo now, are we?
Yeah, we'll do the flamingo and then we'll go in
Well,
with
to
the
be fair,
dust.
they'll all be happy because if they've not bought these moulds, most of my customers have bought this mould already. And if they haven't bought it, they will buy it tonight. They'll love it.
Yeah.
Especially when you can see how easy it is to do these flowers.
Yeah.
And the cutters that she's used tonight are the FMM cutters.
FMM, the rose
And they
cutters.
come in 4 sizes. They're called rose cutters. And as you can see, you don't need them just for roses. So
towards
you
your
just put it
bit.
back a bit.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah.
So they come in 4 sizes. I think they're 40, 50, 65.
That was
I've had 5 sizes actually.
bigger one. We use, right, I'll tell you what we use for the hibiscus. So we use the largest one, which is the 90, or the largest one we've got. But we cut them down, we rolled them to make them larger. So the next size we use, I think is that the 75, yeah. So that's the 75 mil, and that's for that one. Again, we cut the petals and made them larger. And we've got this little dinky one, and we can just leave that as it is, and we'll pop a few more little flowers around just to, or we'll put it up here with the flamingo. Okay, so now the flamingo. We're going to do pink. This again to try and make a flamingo from scratch and get
Do you
the
want me
neck.
to put that in the microwave for 10 seconds just to warm it up?
Do you know what? It's not too bad. This one, yeah, no, it's not too bad at all.
Yeah.
So what's this? Is this tropical birds? Is
Yeah.
it tropical birds? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a parrot on there, and I think there's a toucan and a little hummingbird. So there's quite a lot on there. You can go crazy with your colours. So we've got like this pink that's already been made. Is this Saraceno one again?
Yeah, they're lovely, aren't they?
That is a lovely pink.
And we'll go in with a shading as well to give it a bit more life. So with the flamingo, we'll do it all pink, and then just this, it's actually like sectioned off if you can see. So we'll put the pink in here and the legs, and then we'll just make that beak. We'll do that in white, and then we'll just colour the end in black. Okay.
So the Tropical Birds mould $18.50 on the website, and it's a Karen Davies one again. So again, it'll be on the wish list and also under Karen Davies if you do a search at the top.
Oh, we've gone quiet in here now, haven't we?
No, we're all watching intensely, aren't we? I love the birds mould. I love the birds mould. I think it's lovely.
It's a nice size as well.
Yeah,
It's
really
quite,
good sizes.
Wow, isn't it? The size of it. Just going to go more there with the body, and then bring it. I think I've used a bit too much.
And on that, against that blue on the cake that's already done,
Yeah.
it's gorgeous.
And the way it's faded, the colour that it's just so nice. Even if you've got an ordinary, say like somebody wants a pink cake.
Yeah.
I do that effect just on the bottom, just to give it that little bit, in a darker pink.
Yeah.
Just to make it different, not elevate your cakes a little bit, make it look a bit different. Because not everybody does airbrushing.
No,
So
that's
if you
true.
can- Yeah, so if you can start off simple, you don't
Yeah.
have to be. I mean, if you're doing novelty cakes, like I did a dinosaur head recently, and oh my god, an airbrush for that kind of thing is fantastic.
Yeah.
You're getting all the crevices.
Yeah, all the texture and everything like
get your
that.
shading. But even if you just sort of standard, pretty birthday cake,
Yeah.
add a little bit of
That's a good idea.
shading. It just makes it look a bit different.
I think it's a stunning looking cake that now. It looks really good.
Like Karen Naylor's just said, any tips for getting the flamingo out without breaking the legs off? She doesn't have the Karen Davies mould, and that's the issue with the other moulds.
Yeah.
That is the problem.
Yeah.
They're so thin.
When it goes thin, it's difficult, but we did one before and it came out.
Karen's just
really
comes
easy.
straight out, doesn't
You've
it?
just got to take a little bit of time filling it in like I'm doing now. We'll just take your time. The body's obviously straightforward and easy.
But I've got to be honest, with Karen Davies moulds, I've never found anything a problem.
No.
Everything has always just come out.
I've just got random moulds that I've bought over the years, and a lot of them are not, are not great, and you've got to put them in the freezer, and it just does add more stress to your cake making day.
If I have a mould in the freezer, I won't want to use it again.
No. Just use that. And this is quite using this paste as well because it's quite elastic, so you can manipulate that in there, put a bit more in. This goes really thin here.
You just push it up further towards the camera.
Yeah, that, like that, yeah. So I'm just filling that in there. Smoothing that down. That's my hand stick, and it's already just pulling it out with ease. Whereas other moulds, they wouldn't do that. It'd be stuck in there. Make a little hand, this tool. I love this tool.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I think you always need a ball tool, bowling tool, and a Dresden one.
Yeah. I'm going to just cut that. The body. See, that's already coming out. It's just going to come out with such ease. And the texture's really defined, isn't it? Really,
Yeah, it's
out.
gorgeous.
Can't wait to dust it. Show you the dust.
Hi Sarah, we're using Saraceno modelling paste. Now the reason we're using Saraceno modelling paste, one, it's a great paste, okay, it's flexible, and also it's coloured for the things that we want to use it for tonight.
Yeah.
But of course you can use white modelling paste and colour it yourself. You can just use sugar paste and add Tylo if you wish. You can use Karen Davies' own modelling paste, which is excellent. We've got a whole selection of paste that we're using this evening.
I think when you're using different products, you just find what you prefer to work with as well, don't you? And anything that cuts out any stress for you, and cuts out steps. Because if you're in a position where you're in a hurry, or you're working late, or like for hobby bakers who have got like maybe full-time jobs and they're just doing a cake for somebody in their spare time, so cutting out colouring the sugar paste side and getting your hands, coloured and all sorts of different colours does help.
So the mould that she's using is the Karen Davies Tropical Bird mould, and we've used the Karen Davies Leaf mould, Tropical Leaf mould as well today. And we're just making a flamingo.
I'm just going to use a little bit of white. I'm just going to wash my hands again because I've got a little bit of blue transfer off the cake from before. Just be careful when you are working on these cakes, because like I said, I've got a little bit of blue transfer, so I'm going to go in with white now, and I've done that so many times. If you've gone from a darker colour, make sure you wash your hands before you start going back into your white colour. I've got some already chopped here, haven't I? A little bit. Cornflour. Just so my hands are sticky. Probably warm. Get rid of the beak. Just push that over so that actually sticks together.
So So Sarah, Vedia is using water to glue everything to the cake tonight.
With the water pen, which is
The water
a
pen.
brilliant tool, especially when you're working with a cake that you've airbrushed, because it's so easy. If you get a drop of water on it, it will discolour. And I have done that in the past, where you've got a pot of water, you've got a brush, and some will flick, whereas this doesn't do that. It's a good tool to have. Right, so guys, woo, make sure this is, the beak's there, flicking. Just what I do is just pull it apart. Look how easy that comes out. So I'm gonna pop it down there and gently peel that back. Want to keep the shape of the neck. I thought, yay! That's brilliant.
It's cute,
See
isn't it?
that? It's cute.
Yeah.
Look at the detail though. That's what I love about
Yeah.
these. The detail and all the feathers. So we'll bring our cake back. So we're going to pop it up here. So I'm going to have to turn it back round to me so I can make sure I can get it sort of straight in the middle. Just bear with me.
Sorry, you can hear me rooting in the box here. I'm looking for the black clear.
Rummaging. I've got a black
Got a
pen.
black pen there.
I've got
for
that
Sam.
pen here, yeah. Got a black one here. Thank you.
The calligraphy pens you can put on while it's still wet, and it's really very fine.
Just gonna go in on the back leg there. Stick that down. This mould, you can't actually see it, but the eye is there ready for me to just pop a little bit of black
Yeah,
on
brilliant.
there. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go in.
Cute, cute. Yeah, you're able to turn him round.
I've got 5% on that,
Have we?
on this one.
How much
Do
have
you
we got on
want
this
this
one?
charging? That one's fine. I'm just going to have to rejig the cameras a little bit.
Do you want to just unplug this one?
This.
Unplug this one.
No, this is the one that shows charging, but it's going to die.
Right.
Don't know why it's on charge, but
We'll just leave it until it does. Oh, look at this, we're all waiting for you. Are you going to turn this round so they can see?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be able to.
Because they're
sort of
waiting
pull
for a
the
long
feet in
time
yet.
looking at you sideways.
Sorry. Right, guys, there we go. So there it is
Lovely.
done. Yeah.
Fantastic, cutie cute.
So we'll do some shading, bring it to life again, and then from there we've got time to move on to the wafer flowers, haven't we? From there.
We've got 20
Okay.
minutes.
Oh, you're joking?
That's what I kept telling
Wow, sorry. Oh my gosh,
Telling
it's
you for the
gone.
last 40
Oh, I'm
minutes.
sorry, it's gone so quick. Do you want me to go on to wafer flowers, or do you want to do some shading?
Finish this off
Yeah,
and then do a
okay,
wafer
yeah,
flower.
yeah, no
Get a
problem.
move on.
Right, I'll have to hurry it up. I know. Well, she said to me, slow it down tonight, so I slowed it right down. Gone the opposite
But I
way.
did give you a big hint at 9 o'clock.
You did actually, but I got carried away and mesmerised by these flowers.
Right, let
So the
everybody
yellow.
see what you're doing
Yeah,
now.
okay.
because If you
Yeah.
keep turning it to you, they can't see.
Okay, so we're going to go in with a bit of dust, so you'd have to bear with me. I feel.
So Dale Clark Blackler said she can hear us whispering, Laura.
Oh, sorry.
Anyhow, while Dale's on, happy birthday, Dale, for Thursday. We've got no Facebook Live on Thursday, but just in case I don't manage to give you a shout out, let me give it you now. Happy birthday for Thursday, Dale. Yeah. That's what you can hear us whispering about.
But we're only whispering about the charge. It's nothing bad. It's the charge on the iPad, that's all.
Everything's about to die on us. Okay. So I'm just going in with some orange on top of the yellow.
Yeah, can you see that on
Yeah.
right, Laura?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah. You
That's
keep turning
lovely.
it back.
Yeah.
That orange really brings it out,
pops.
doesn't it? Yeah.
And with the orange, I'm going to go in with a red or fuchsia kind of colour. Let's have a look. So we've got a poppy, red and ruby. We'll try both of these actually. What's that? Oh, raspberry. Okay.
Yeah.
Open. Let's try this. Oh, can you whiz that open for me?
Oh, crikey, I'm struggling myself.
No. We can
God.
use the same brush because we've got orange and we're going to go in with a darker colour.
Sorry, teeth had to come into action. Oh, God.
Is that on camera, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice looking red. This one's a pearl red. This
Thank
one.
you.
That's lovely, that.
Dale's going to be wondering how I knew it was her birthday. But I thought I'd shout it out now because we've got no live Dale on Thursday. So for people asking for the airbrush, Vedia was going to do some airbrushing tonight, even though you didn't know about it because she forgot her dinky doodle. So, but I will tell you, Dawn Butler will be back before the end of September to show you how to use the airbrush again. Ready for all of you who've got yours on pre-order. So the new Dinky Doodle airbrush that's out is on pre-order. You can order it on the website and you just pay £40 now and the balance when it comes in.
I've had the original Dinky Doodle Dawn Butler one for about 5 or 6 years, and it's the I'd say as an investment it's the best tool and the one I probably use most often. I love it.
And you've not even upgraded yours, and you're still happy, aren't you?
Yeah. So I might be. I don't really need to, but I just like buying new things. So I'm looking forward to having a look at the new
Well,
one.
Dawn said herself, if you've got the old one, don't upgrade it. But she's brought out a new pen as well.
Oh, has she? So you can.
Yeah, so she's brought out a new pen with a new filler. I think I brought it with me.
The good thing about the way Dawn designed them was, if anything broke, because there's like the tube on it, you can replace each individual part.
Yeah.
But I've had mine 6 years and I use it a lot, and it works perfectly. And she's got loads of stuff on YouTube to help you learn how to clean it and that, because it can be a bit intimidating. You think, oh my god, but once you get to know it and use it, you'll love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, right. So I'll go in with a little bit more green on the leaves.
And how fast can you make a paper flower?
Make a little one. Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get one. Oh, sorry, guys.
The headline tonight was paper flowers. Best change that headline tomorrow. Karen Davies mould, FMN cutters.
We completely changed the whole thing tonight.
Forget it. You don't know what you're watching. Just watch. Just come and join us on a Monday.
So going in, this is actually really nice. This is a pine green.
So Maureen Smith says, I'll be on holiday, Carol, the first 2 weeks of September, so don't let mine go. Have you ordered the Dinky Doodle, Maureen? If you have, don't worry. Everybody who's paid theirs, they will be getting theirs. So there's those who got them on the night, and there's those who paid the pre-orders. Don't worry. Pre-orders get sorted first. Lindsay, somebody needs to find that ship and hurry up.
There we go, done.
Beautiful.
Fantastic. What do we think, guys? Very good. Give us a love heart. How cute is that?
Keep it
Let me
there.
just
Yeah,
move down the way there.
Let's keep it there a minute.
Fantastic. Right then. So should we get cleaned up then?
Yeah.
Ready for you to do a paper flower?
A paper flower.
See, Tracy Goodyear says, no, I need to see the paper flowers. Oh, you'll be back then to do the paper flowers. She'll be coming back again doing a full demo on paper flowers, believe me.
I didn't realise that they were so popular last time, so if you want, I will do.
But listen, we'll do a proper paper flower now.
Yeah,
Those who want to stay with us can stay with us, and those who don't, don't.
Okay.
So we love that. So lots of love hearts and likes, ladies. So we are going to run over time tonight because I did tell Vedia to take her time showing you I didn't expect it to take 2 hours though.
Well, last time we rushed through, didn't we? We got more done.
So
but,
she is going to show you how to make a paper flower those now. So for those of you who want to stay, please do stay. You won't be more than, what, half an hour?
Yeah, that's fine.
So
yeah.
we're
Probably
quarter to
we can get through these.
So we're
quite
quarter to
quickly.
10 now, so we might just go about 10:05.
Yeah. Right, we'll stick with the kind of tropical theme. So we're gonna. So this is your Wafer paper flower for those that haven't used it before. You've got a smooth side and a textured side. So we're gonna use the smooth side. Okay. So to colour it, you can paint. You can use your dust with Rejuvenator, and it gives it. You need it time to dry out. But we've not got time to do that tonight. But what I'm gonna do, we can directly dust it. And this is, last time I did this, the dust went everywhere, didn't it, ladies?
It did.
Yes.
I'm just waiting for you to throw it all over the new kitchen. That's what they're waiting for. They don't care about the
Yeah, I know.
flowers.
So we're going to go wild again. So we're going to go with the orange because I think we're liking this kind of tropical colour theme summer that we've got going on at the moment.
Yeah, it's been charging the whole time, but it just keeps dropping and dropping.
We've got a problem with this
Got
camera. We don't know whether it's
technical
charging or not.
Issues.
Technicals, you carry on, Vedia.
Yeah, we'll be alright. Fine.
Don't
Yes,
worry about
hurry
it.
up. So this
Just
is no pressure. Just hurry up, Maria. Oh my gosh, okay, Maria. Show Emma. Dusting, we're dusting. Okay. Now.
So we're going to make a nice big tropical flower, are we?
Yeah.
You love this orange, don't you?
I do. Well, you
I know.
introduced us to this orange last time I was there, and I don't know what it is about it. It must be my colour. It's just very bright, isn't it? I love it.
So the edible paper is on our website. I think we sell it in sheet packs of 25.
Yeah, here's the pack.
I think it's not very dear actually. What's it, £4 something?
Something. It was about £5 last time. Yeah, I remember last time. Yeah. There we go. And what we said last time, the thing is the difference with paper flowers, they are quicker to make than wired flowers, and they're also lighter. So especially like if you've got a nice buttercream cake, like a little 6-inch or 5-inch cake, you can make
a nice orange one sit on top of it.
Yeah, you can pile these flowers on and make leaves, and there's like literally hardly any weight in them at all. So I think that's always a bit of a worry, isn't it, when you've got like heavy wired flowers.
Yeah. Oh no, this is when Vedia gets messy.
This is me going dust crazy. And
Lorraine
do you know what?
Stevenson saying she's staying as long as she can, and she's got to make some cupcakes for her sons.
Oh.
So she's doing them, then she's off.
Right, okie doke.
Makes a change from gold, says Karen Place.
No, I'm going to use gold as well. I'm going to put gold on top of this. You're not getting away with no gold dust tonight.
And Geraldine Crispy's still here. So good girls, everyone.
Oh, thanks for staying, guys. Right, we'll put a little bit of light gold. In fact, I'm going to get one that's open. You got one that's
Lovely,
open? Yeah.
lovely copper gold's nice.
Gold. That's what we used last time, isn't it? We're a bit mad on that, yeah.
Was it
Oh,
copper
we'll put it
gold
all
or was it
gold.
rose gold?
Oh, it's rose. Is
Yeah,
it
this
rose
one's
gold?
copper,
Yeah,
is it?
coppery, yeah. So let's try that. We can use the same brush because we've got orange on there. Yeah, wow, see, there we go. So what did you say last time?
I
It's
love
like
that
putting
copper.
bronzer on your face, this one, isn't
Yeah.
it? You'll be like,
Yeah.
so you're
what you're
highlighting.
doing, you're not really doing nothing, just brushing over,
Just
aren't you?
brushing, absolutely, just brushing, brush. So you can just prep your sheets, you can get these done in advance, just give them a quick brush.
So Yvonne
And store
Anderson
them.
said, can you airbrush the water paper, the wafer paper?
Do you know what? I don't think so. I've
No.
not tried it. I wouldn't recommend it because
Yeah,
even
gets
when
too wet, won't
even when we used the spray last time, the rose petal, you can go. I'll show you with the pen. It wrinkles up quite quickly. You won't be able to.
So Tony O'Grady's staying here. Joe Fitchett said, can you do orchids with this paper?
Orchid, yeah, of course you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you do an
Yeah.
orchid last time?
No, I did lilies last
Lilies.
time.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
did
it, of
lilies,
course.
but you can do an orchid.
And Vanessa Evans said, which side are you brushing? Shiny.
At the smooth side.
Was that the shiny side?
Yeah, the shiny side. Yeah, can you see? That's like it's like bubbled that side, and that's the sort of smooth shiny
Right.
side. Yeah. Right. Scissors.
Bernadette's still here in Ireland and she loves all these Facebook Lives. Thank you, Bernadette.
Thank you, Bernadette. flowers, anybody?
We never even got to use the dahlia, did we?
The what?
The dahlia cutter.
No.
Was there a reason I should have gone to that warehouse?
Yeah, well, we used all them, didn't we? We needed all them and the wires. So we've got these very trendy pink wires here.
They're really pretty, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous.
We did it in pink, purple,
So we're going to use these.
metallic black.
Just quickly get the wire cutter. There's a couple of methods using when you're doing paper flowers. You can just cut the petals out, and I'll show you how to cut them and stick them together, or like this one, we're going to put them actually on wires.
Right, so we've got lots of ladies who are still staying with us. Helen
Thank
Mills,
you guys.
Yeah, Helen Mills, Elaine Hollowell,
Scissors.
Doreen Griffin, Valerie Swerbrick. Yeah, lots of people. Oh, and the boys. I mustn't forget Robert Allen.
Oh, Robert Allen, he
Yeah.
did our technical issues last time, Robert, when you told me about my printer.
Ira Shuttle is staying to the end of it. Internet's behaving tonight. Dory Frost, she's staying. And Jules Brownhill. David Bryce is watching. Hi, David.
Hiya. So, literally, this is just freehand, so that's going to be one of our petals. So we'll use that one. Cut round.
It's quite good when you can just freehand.
This
isn't
is what I mean. This is the brilliant thing about the wafer paper. You can just freehand it. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Maria Wilson, Kat Riley. Look, they're all staying. Hey, I
Oh,
love it.
thank you guys.
Yeah. Thank you, boy and girl.
Boy and girl. Sorry, Rob.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sandra Wilson says she really should go to bed because she's up at 5 a.m. but she's staying to watch. Elaine Norton staying, Lindsay, they're all staying.
Oh, thank you.
Carol Ann Stevens, Julie Shelley, Lynn Spurls. Wow, look at it. Pam Kerrick, everyone's staying. Wow, I love you lot. You're so good.
Thank you. But
Jacqueline.
I am rushing this now, but I'll show you this is how quick you can like these done.
So if you've got to throw a flower
Yeah, if
together.
you've got to literally throw a flower together, then you do a wafer one.
Oh, our little man's falling
Has
off.
he got the flamingo? Do you want the pen?
That's the lad.
Right. So the method with paper flowers. So if this was without wires, we cut down the middle, and then we fold it over and we glue it. But with this one, we're going to. Do you know what? I'm wondering if I need to put it on a wire.
I'll show them how.
I'll
to
show
put it
you
on a wire.
both. Yeah, how to put it on a wire.
I'll
just
stick
with
the
it
flamingo
on.
back
Yeah,
on.
yeah. So where's me water pen? You got the water pen?
I've got it.
Yeah.
He's now blue the water.
Let me just get rid of that.
We've lost his leg. He's now a one-footed one.
Put the wire on, so we want quite the light wire there. Put it on one side, and we'll bring that over and stick. There we go.
How did you
Done.
do that? Sorry, just do that.
Yeah, I'll do it again. I've got to do it on all
Yeah,
of
do it
these.
slowly. Do it on here.
Yeah.
Is that there? Where does she
No,
need
she's
to be?
telling us to go slowly
no.
again.
Well, they're all staying to
Oh,
watch.
all right then. Okay. So you've cut your
So where
shape
does
of
she
your
need to be? Is
flower.
she in the right place there?
Just 1 second. Yeah, you are now.
Yeah.
You are now.
Yeah. Sorry. So
Yeah.
we're cutting the paper flower and we're just doing a slip down the middle. And we're wetting one side. Lift that up. With the pen. Placing the wire on. These are great wires because you know they're already coloured. You won't need to cover these. That sticks.
Oh. We've lost the flamingo altogether.
Not quite stuck on. And we're pressing that
I'll
down.
sort him out.
Pressing that down. There we go. So I'm going to frill the edge of these a bit more as well, the edge. Place the wire. Oops, a bit more water. just less is more with the wafer paper until you can kind of judge it. So it's better to sort of add it. You can't take it away, and then once you've soaked it, you've kind of melted it. But you know you can quickly colour and cut out another.
He's pretty dry, this flamingo. Did you?
Is that what it is?
Did you only give him a blob of water?
I think I did. Yeah, it's quite heavy, isn't it? It probably needed edible glue, that one, because it was quite heavy.
What gauge wires are you using?
This is quite a light one, wasn't it? So we're using the Culpit coloured one, wired sugar flowers, and this is 24 gauge.
Thank you.
Fold that over. And when you fold that over, this gives it the, starting to give it the dome shape. Go. Press that on. Right, okay, so we'll go with, sorry guys, I'm just letting, I've got an itchy nose, it's all the dust. Oh, goodness. Gotta wash my hands.
Where's that pellet?
Dust is flying everywhere.
Is there pink there?
So I'm going to take, well I'm going to frill it a little bit more on the edges.
I think I've just mocked up your flamingo, but while I'm sat here. Well, you carry on doing your flowers.
Yeah, okay, so taking them down a little bit, frilling the edges more. Okay, so we're going to take the water pen again and we'll put it just on the underside really lightly, and then we can start to just manipulate the flower, give it a little bit of curl on the edges. There we go. You can see this is really easy. It is really quick. A little bit. Folding it round. So that just softens it slightly so you can bend that round. You can go a little bit deeper, a bit more curl.
It's a really easy, really simple effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, really
Yeah.
good.
I mean, and we are rushing this, but that it gives you an idea of how quick
Yeah, you can
and
do
easy
it.
they are. Yeah, they're not. You know, they're a lot quicker than the sugar paste wired flowers. We got any? We had some stains, didn't we? I can quickly do that.
There, you're in that pile.
In this tile that she's dumped here.
Yeah, we've
Oh,
got the
this
coloured
mess.
ones. Look at this again, me using everything. There they
In
are.
this mess that you
I think
made
we'll
here.
use the fuchsia. So that's the Lilli Staining set, and that comes in a pack of 3, and they're already coloured. So I think we'll go with the fuchsia colour.
Yeah, for that.
While I carry on
I'll
with
just
it,
rip
so-
out it as well.
Yeah.
actually. Which colour we go for the fuchsia?
I think the fuchsia, yeah. So, thank you. this pen really distributes it, you know, evenly
Nice,
rather
yeah.
than like big drops of water on it, which would just, you know, go through it and create a hole in your paper flower.
And it's good that you've shown how to just paint the paper rather than printing it.
Yeah.
So it's quite nice if you're just
Yeah.
in the mood. For those people who haven't got a printer, just colour your paper.
It just looks better. It gives it a better effect anyway, I think, rather than a flat colour. As we know, I love dusting. So we're going to go in with one of these pens now. So we're going to put some, which colour have we got? A brown. I don't particularly want the black. We'll go in with the red. And we'll just put some dots on, you know, like you would see on a lily. Yeah, sorry.
Give it to them.
Yeah. Just to give it. Tropical kind of flower look. So last time we did the lilies, which is just like a long leaf, and we wet the back and bent them round. But it's the same method with the wire cut down the middle. If for the bigger flowers, the other flowers, you can attach the wire to the back and you cut out a little strip.
Oh, to
Wafer
secure
flower
it.
To secure it, yeah, at the back. But with this shaped flower, we want the kind of that the cut down the middle gives it the shape. We've actually the video's still there on YouTube as well, isn't it? What we did last time. So if you want to go and have a look at that, guys. And like I said, if if you're liking the paper flowers, we can definitely do more on those. Okay, right, we'll do some. So we'll get another piece of wire. Do the middle. We've got a new tape, is it okay? Yeah, a bit of tape.
Tape here.
Please. So we'll get your stamen, we'll get the wire. This one there, this one there.
The edible pens are on the site, so these are the calligrapher pens.
I don't know which ones you're using yet.
Are you using those ones or are you using
I
the
think
Oh,
I'm using
sorry,
the
I'm
colour
using-
splash ones.
colour splash?
Have you got them? Yeah,
both,
I've got-
yeah.
Yeah.
So there is two different sets. There's
That
the colour
one.
splash or the fractal
That's the fractal.
calligra pens.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that
they're
the
all
other
on the website. Yeah.
So here's the stamens. We're going to get on other wire. If we can find the wire, what's the different wire? I've flung it on the floor or something. What's wrong with this here? I've got a lot of tidying up to do again, haven't I? Before I leave. This one, just gonna bend it over, double it over.
It's really good everyone stayed with us.
Oh, thank you guys, I appreciate that. Put that, just hook that in there like that, you can see. So you've got that round
Yep.
and just twist. So we're going to go in with some floral tape now. Pull these out. Start attaching the flowers. So get the tape ready. So So last time we showed them how to activate it, didn't we? So
Yeah, I think you better show
pull
them.
it, yeah. When you pull this, it's got like little ridges in when you buy it, and when you pull it apart, that actually activates it to make it stick.
Activate means it releases the glue.
Yeah.
Right, so Emily Richards says the last time she wanted to do wafer flowers, you used rose water.
I did, yeah.
And she's having such a hard time finding it.
Oh, really? They do sell it.
And that does soften it, but it's
What
just
did
a
you say?
different thing.
How does it?
I thought I was going to do that.
No, in Asda. As she looks in the supermarket, in the world food section.
The world, yes, you did say that last time.
Yeah,
World food section,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Try again. They've definitely got it in Asda. 'Cause
Right,
that's where I
Lindsay
get
McCann
mine
is going to
from.
send her a link afterwards.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah.
I thought we could use the fabric liquid, but that makes it into fabric, soft fabric, doesn't it?
Oh right, I haven't used
Yeah.
that product. Okay. So, we'll bend this back a little bit. These aren't as delicate and as heavy as, like I said, when we use the floral paste flowers, so you can be a bit more heavy-handed.
And it
with
chance you could
these.
just drop your hands
Yeah,
down. Thank
sorry.
you.
There we go.
Just pass us a piece of the paper. Let me spray this on, see what it does.
Yeah, see what it does. We'll have an experiment. Yeah.
I'll experiment.
While we're here.
While we're here, let's have a look, see what it
Let's
does.
have a play. So we're just wrapping that round. Just bending it back so we can just put this on here.
That smells gorgeous, that vanilla flavour.
It would just smell nice.
I know, it smells gorgeous. It makes it sticky, doesn't it?
So if
If
you
you're
like
just
that,
wondering,
that smells
It's to
like-
create a textured fabric effect.
that smells amazing.
It does.
Doesn't it?
But if you lay that flat and let that dry out, then yeah.
So that's the fabric oil.
Fabric liquid.
Fabric liquid, yeah.
Just put
I
that
don't know what to do
there.
with that.
Creates
Yeah.
the effect of a rich fabric texture.
Yeah.
Oh, now that would be nice if you coloured it like a red.
Yeah.
So you've got like
We'll have to have a play with that.
yeah.
So the tape is just a basic flower tape, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It's not anything that's
No.
special for sugar flowers. It's just floral tape,
No,
isn't it?
it is just floral tape.
Yeah.
That's you find in with floral
Yeah.
cake decorating that you use quite a lot of products for that they use, like florists use. And you can get it in different colours as well. Just pull it and it gets
So Maria, Vedia used rose water last time to help
Yeah.
soften the leaves. Now what
Yeah.
she's done this time is used the water pen.
Yeah.
So what she did is she sprayed it with rose water. It helped soften them so that she could curl the edges. But this time she's just used the water pen to go around the edges.
Yeah. And when you spray the whole leaf like you do with the rose, it can give it a bit, a different texture.
Shilona.
Sorry.
It's alright. It's because the leaves are so big as
They
well.
are big. I'm trying to. Once we get this assembled though.
Right, so Lindsay's put up the link for Asda.
Oh,
Wafer Bite.
brilliant.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Thanks, Lindsay.
So if you want to go back to the live, Vedia was here in June and she did a full live. You can see the whole performance with the rose gold dust.
So you can see the flower. We're nearly there. We've just got 2 more to add the bottom.
It's stunning, isn't it? That it's beautiful.
It's bang for your buck. And that was quick, wasn't it?
It'll look good on top of here.
With
Yeah.
the big flowers as well.
Mm.
That will take. You need at least a day to do that on the sugar and let it
Oh,
dry
easily. Yeah.
overnight, so you can see how quick we've done this.
I think I've put too much water on him now. He's sliding
Is he
down.
sliding down? I'll tell you what. Oh no, we can't because it's a dummy cake. I was going to say put a cocktail stick in, but sorry guys, I'm just lifting it up now because it's trying to get this tape on.
I think you didn't put enough water on and I put too much on.
Last but not least.
So the good thing with the wires that I can see that you've done there, because the petals are the way they are,
Yeah.
you're going to put them in place after, aren't you?
Yeah.
Which is good.
Okay. So there we go. So if
That
you
looks
want,
good,
so
doesn't
you
it?
can still work on it now if you're not quite happy with that. We can add a little bit more water. Just gonna there.
Curl them over.
Yeah, curl them over a little bit more.
That looks so good, doesn't it? So easy.
Yeah.
No cutters involved, just a pair of
No,
scissors.
just a
Brilliant.
pair of scissors, freehand it. Yeah.
Okay.
So once you've got your full flower now, you can manipulate
So
it
you could
even
have
more.
more and more petals if you wanted to.
Yeah,
couldn't you?
absolutely, yeah. And it's the same principle with your roses. You can start with a 3 and then add
Yeah.
your 5 around it, and it'll, you know, make it even bigger.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're just cutting it out, we've gone straight in with a, you know, with a huge fantasy flower there. So
Super.
we make little smaller ones.
Super. We're going to get them on top of that cake then.
Yeah.
That looks really
We're
very,
happy
very
with
good.
that, guys. Yeah. Okay. We'll bend the flower that round. We'll just have a look.
So bring the cake over here.
Yeah.
Bring it back into
With all the mess.
Don't get the mess in. How's Flamingo? Is he okay?
Just about.
He's just about there, yeah.
So we'll just place that on there for now.
Yeah,
That's
that looks
beautiful.
good. It looks fantastic.
Yeah.
So what do we think, guys?
We're
All
happy
of
with
you
that.
waited. How quick was that? There you go, Vedia.
Thanks
Well
for
done.
waiting. What time is it?
It's only 10
10
past.
Ah, smashed it.
So we got this camera, Laura?
Yep.
So guys, what do you think of that? Didn't she do really well? She's
Thank
done
you.
a marvellous demo. She's actually done a demo she wasn't going to do. So she said winged it. But the good thing is you've learned how to use the mould, you've learned how to use the FMM rose cutter, you've done a paper flower, and you know what, it was nice and slow and at a good pace, easy for you to follow. So I hope you've really enjoyed it. Please give Vedia the big thumbs up. You know,
thank
she's really
you.
worked hard tonight. Pop over to her page, which is,
Lilli Oliver Cake Boutique.
it's a big mouthful that,
I
isn't
know,
it? Lilli
Lilli Oliver.
Cake Boutique. But you spell Lily differently.
Sorry, I do. It's spelled Lilli. And it's my grandma's name. That's why it's Lilli Oliver.
So please pop over, give her a like, let her know what you think. I hope you've really enjoyed it tonight. Everything that we've got here is on our Facebook. So if you get on our, it's on our website. So if you go to our website, there's a search option. So if you just put birds, you'll find tropical birds. If you put leaves, you'll find the tropical leaves mould. Wafer paper, just put them in the search option, or slip along the page. TC Facebook Live, and then go to the drop down menu for August, and in August you'll see all the contents for Vedia. So just go into there, everything's in there for you to see. So that's us now for Facebook Live. There's no session now this Thursday or Monday.
Everybody needs a
In
rest
fact,
now.
we're not here now. We're not here now until Monday, the 3rd of September. So we look forward to seeing you then. Have a fantastic bank holiday weekend. And Maria, Laura and I have worked really hard here today. And Maria's working hard on making loads of little mini videos for you. So that she's
Thank you,
releasing them
Maria.
all. She's got a big backlog of them all. I've had to watch them all tonight. While I was waiting for the DPD man. So thank you very much. And I'll see you on the 3rd of September. Please like and share. And have a super bank holiday weekend.
Thank you. Hi guys, so we're back. So we're going to finish off the unicorn, which was here. We're showing you the unicorn horn. So we've got the barbecue stick that we're going to pop in. I always use some cutters just to trim it down because they're quite tough and you don't want any raggedy edges on this. This is what we're going to now place. So we've let this hardened off a little bit more. So this is a bit tricky, but again, this is practice. You're going to judge. We're going to have to try and get this through the middle. If it starts to come out, just pull it out and readjust it. We're just going to go in the middle here and we're just going to go really slowly. Keep holding and you can feel and guide. Just turn it over so you can see as you do it. It's not popping out anywhere. So I can feel the stick is about halfway now. I'm going to keep turning. Turn over again. I can feel that moving. So we're near the top. I'm going to just press that down. There we go. I'm going to roll it again so we've not got a really flat edge. There we go. So that's now ready for us to lustre. So we're going to use the lid. Mix the silver. A little bit more. I'm just going to start to paint. So we use the grey and you can see that silver's really popping now and going really, it's all metallic. Use a bit of that there. Just work it in between. And again, if you was doing this in gold, we'd make the sugar paste a sort of yellowy colour and then the gold would go on really easily. Go underneath there. I always take it down on the skewer a little bit.
That's come up really well, that silver colour,
Fab, isn't it? Yeah. And it's just an alternative to, you know, the usual gold ones that we do.
I think it looks great on the black cake though.
Yeah, silver and black was good, wasn't it? There we go. You can see that's really blingy and metallic-y. Okay guys, so here we are. Unicorn going in, pop that down, and we're all done.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.